Welcome back to Health, Wellbeing and Lifestyle. And our first guest today is George Tintilis, somatic psychotherapist, and he's talking about releasing anxiety today. So welcome, George, and releasing. How do we release anxiety?
So today we're going to talk about anxiety, a big one for a lot of people. Last time we talked about trauma, and today I want to break up trauma in a bit more specific, more detail. We've got, with trauma, you've got two ends of the scale. You've got the hyperarousal, which is anxiety, and then you've got hypoarousal, to use a technical term, which is depression. We're going to talk about that next time. But today it's that hyperarousal, that fear, that anxiety, and the extremes when you're panicking and hysterical and freaking out of your body. Or when you get a phobia, that something triggers you and you're just scared. Public speaking is a big one. Very common for people to be terrified of public speaking. Had that myself, and healed it years ago. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here looking at a camera. But anxiety is a big one, and really, what you want to be able to do is feel safe and feel in your body, and then get to the point where once you're in your body, to let that anxiety release. Because obviously, there's something there in the past, some event. Something happened in the past that triggered you, you blocked it off, you got on with your life, and it just stayed there. And then something happens in your life which triggers it, like public speaking, which is so big for a lot of people. If you have to all of a sudden talk in front of people, people freeze. Or when you get a phobia, if people go up heights or get on planes, or it can be anything. Something that triggers this anxiety. It could be a particular way your boss speaks to you, triggers you. And you're walking around with this anxiety and fear. And it's just one little part of your body, somewhere in your brain. There's some event in the past that basically you got scared. Like I mentioned with trauma, you thought, I've lost control here, I could get hurt, I could get injured, I could die here. And so it sets in. So how do you deal with that? Well, anxiety, the way it looks in the body is, it's high-pitched, and I'm scared. You're leaving your body. So the number one thing you want to do is feel safe. And to feel safe, you've got to come back into your body and center yourself. So you want to breathe, again, back to that mindfulness, back to that body-based mindfulness, closing your eyes, that meditation style, where you close your eyes, come back down, and you want to feel your belly breathing. Not the chest breathing, which is what anxiety normally does, and your heart's racing. You want that belly breathing, because we lose our belly, we lose our legs. So you want to crunch your toes, feel your toes, press your feet into the ground, ground yourself, and breathe into your belly and start to feel yourself in your belly, not up here, high pitch, where you're ready to just leave your body and be above it because that anxiety is taking over. And to feel safe. So you want to feel your body again, like I mentioned with trauma, and calm down. You want to calm down and really, so your voice can then drop. And then once you access it, then the trauma response happens. Once you're back down in your belly, then you're going to get the little twitches and little shakes, and you want to let them happen. Let them happen, and then your body will just diffuse, discharge the the flight response. Next week we'll talk about the fight response, which is depression, causes depression. So this time it's that fight response, which is why also interval training is good, exercise is good, going for a run if you get anxious is very good. Work it off, and because your body just wants to run, flee from this event that whatever it was triggered you, and you may not even remember the event. Most of the time you don't, because it's subconscious. And again, most of them go back to childhood. Something happened, present moment triggered it. Work it out. So just run on the spot, or if you've got a stationary bike, or dancing it off helps. Highly recommend everyone dances at least once a week. Very important, and I'll recommend other things for depression next week, but this time it's movement to get the flight out of your body, and very important, very important.
That's huge for us, isn't it? Movement and breathing. That comes up in exercise, or sort of a lot of sports. They tell you to do that with the movement, to take the breaths, that rhythmic breathing.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's crucial to life. I mean, there's a certain way of breathing deeply where you're coming fully into your body, because you want oxygen to go through your whole nervous system, and in anxiety it leaves your legs. You're shallow breathing, and you're basically cutting off circulation. And then if you start to worry as well, if you're in your head, that just doubles it. So you've got to clear out the worry by meditating, coming down into your belly, even running on the spot, go for a walk, and look at objects as well. That's a good one also, is to look around the room to get present in the moment, because you'll be going off this part of your body that has the anxiety will be going off thinking the worst thing is going to happen. Go for a walk and notice objects and even name them to get you present just in this moment, to get out of that future worry of what might happen and any memory of that trauma that occurred back that caused the original trauma, which actually isn't an issue now because you're a full adult. And again, like I said before, mostly happens in childhood. But that little part of you that's blocked off is terrified, could be panicking. So you want to feel your body, go for a walk, even go for a run for 10, 20 seconds, just work it off. It discharges the flight response, and then you can relax, put a blanket around you. If you have a bath, take a bath is really powerful because you've got water all over your body. Most people don't have baths these days, but you can do shower therapy. Stay under the shower a long time, very powerful, because you're getting the touch you need and you're getting present in the moment to let that part of you that's terrified to realise it's actually safe. There's actually not an issue here. What you're about to do, whatever's triggered you, isn't that bad, and you just want to calm down, and again, not have to take a pill to do it naturally, and that's the best way. That's the best way. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah.
And for more information on George and releasing anxiety, then please go to our website healthwellbeingandlifestyle.com.au. And George, you'll be back with us to talk about depression next.
We'll do that next segment, yeah?
Yes, great.